Welcome to the Three Up Top podcast, the home of football opinions, match reactions, transfer talk, predictions, and everything happening in the beautiful game. Three mates, three perspectives, one podcast. This is the Three Up Top podcast.
Yes, everybody, and welcome back to another video. Today, we are doing a quick recap of the World Cup, give our thoughts on how nations did, how players did, and then we'll look back at some of our predictions that we did on our very first video. So if you haven't checked that out, go give it a watch. But to kick things off, what do you guys think of the performance at the World Cup from England, from our boys?
Let you start.
Well, you got to say it was probably a good performance getting to the semis. The performance in the semis wasn't great, obviously. I think the performances throughout the whole tournament weren't great. I think we were lucky in a few games. I think the fact that even though in the semis they bottled it and played the father at the back for some reason, whatever reason, God knows. Tuchel lost his mind. I think we've done that a few times before, but against lesser teams, and we've sort of got away with it. And it's sort of just come back to bite us. Well, I think all in all, I guess getting a third place finish, what is it, like the highest place finish since some 1980 something or something, is it? I don't know when it is.
Yeah, I don't know the exact stat line, but I mean, finishing third at a World Cup is it's still a good thing, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not exactly bad. It's just
the way for me, it was just the way we went out.
Yeah, it's a bit disappointing.
Yeah, what do you think, Cam?
I think especially watching that final, well, watching Argentina in that final, how bad they was, and we went out to him. It was more frustrating.
Yeah.
I think we should have been in that final and given Spain a better game than Argentina did. Yeah, like Alex said, it was just the performance throughout the whole tournament weren't that great. Fair. We started really well against Argentina, but then again, he just messed himself up, didn't he? Going 7 defenders on the pitch for half an hour to go as well.
I know, yeah. We killed the game off, I think. We were in full control, weren't we? We were by far the better team, and then it's almost like scoring was like the worst thing that we could have done, because I mean, everyone's said it, everyone's that has analysed it. You guys have just said it. As soon as we went 1-0 up, the changes were made. All of them were defensive changes, and then as soon as you do that, and then you allow a team like Argentina to have more of the ball, which is where they're dangerous. Because like you said, it can they weren't great, and if you take the game to them, they can get at them.
Yeah.
Whereas if you sit off and then let them have the ball, they've got players that can hurt you, haven't they? And we saw that. Yeah. So as soon as they got the first goal, it was done, because we didn't have anything on the pitch that could get us back into winning terms.
But it just showed, even before we scored and we was playing at him, when it was 0-0, they had nothing. Literally, going forward, they couldn't get near us. And we was the better side. And then when we scored and we sat back, it just changed the game then.
Well, the fact that when you look at when we scored our first goal, after that we had 12% possession or something like that.
Yeah.
From after our first goal.
I haven't seen any of it.
We had something like 12% possession.
That's ridiculous.
It was just such a poor performance. You can go out and have a World Cup and lose 3 or 4-1, but go out with dignity. But when you go out, when you're 1-0 up and you lose it 2-1 and you don't show any fight or character, what's the point?
Yeah, no, I agree. I didn't really watch many of the games throughout the whole tournament. I watched all the England ones, obviously, and then I watched the final. But other than that, that was it. I watched some games here and there. But yeah, it was just disappointing after seeing how Argentina played in the final as well. I just feel like we could have... Well, we definitely would have given Spain a bit of a harder game. I'm not saying we would have gone on and beaten Spain, but what do you guys think about that? Do you reckon we would have given them a bit more of not beaten them, but do you reckon we would have given them a lot more of a better
game? Yeah, because we would have been physical with them. I can't see us beating them, because I don't know, Spain just they look good. They did, didn't they? They looked good all tournament. What, conceded 1 goal all tournament or something?
I know it's something like that, isn't it?
Like I said, like we said before, when Spain went 1-0 as well, they kept how they normally play. They didn't sit back. They kept how they want to play, and it's still Argentina couldn't get anywhere near Spain. Well, I don't think they even had a shot, did they, all game?
What, Argentina?
Yeah, until like the 190th minute when that Simeone hit it over the bar.
Oh yeah, that was in that was like
Exactly.
their last chance that they got, weren't it? Well, that's what I mean. They didn't create anything, but they didn't want to create anything, did they? They went into that game. You could see the clear game plan. It was just like everyone knows that Spain are going to have like 90% of the ball. Argentina were quite happy to let them have the ball, and then as soon as they got it, they didn't really want to do anything with it. The most interesting part of the game was when it was like starting to kick off for me. To be fair, it's a bit of a feisty game, and obviously the scenes after it as well. But
Well, they wanted, didn't they?
the best, I don't think.
They just wanted to fight, didn't they? That's what it was at the end of the game.
Yeah,
Enzo Fernandez, idiot, yellow card, straight away red card, and then at the end of the game, Paredes lost his head.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they do, don't they? When they don't go their way, they don't like it, and they're like starting to do stuff what they don't like, get a bit rough. You could easily get most of them sent off in the match if you wanted to.
Definitely.
They're just like really hot-headed, aren't they? What do you think? Do you think Tuchel? Obviously, it's come out now in the last couple of days that Tuchel will be remaining as England manager.
That's a shame.
What are your guys' immediate thoughts of that? Like, do you think he should have gone, or do you think he should be given the Euros?
He definitely should have Euros.
Do you think you've seen enough for him to be given the chance at the Euros?
Yeah, I think as long as he's learned from what he did and he woke up, not sit back everything. I think give him the Euro, see what he can do. If you don't win it, I think he's got to win it. If you don't win it, then he's gone.
I'll say to that though, Cam. Like, don't you think? Obviously, you said that if he's learnt from obviously sitting back, hopefully he has. That's what we're all thinking. But do you both not think that's what he was like brought in for? We've seen so many people say that we got rid of Southgate and brought Tuchel in to when we were in that situation against Argentina to go and finish the game off and be cutthroat. Where obviously we saw it against Italy when that was the Euros, wasn't it? When we went 1-0 up against Italy and then Southgate sat back.
Basically, get rid of the negativity, wasn't it? But
yeah, I saw a lot of people say that if we had Tuchel in that game, he would have gone and finished the game off. Where maybe he wouldn't have because he didn't do it against Argentina. So, like, do you not think that was like the whole reason of appointing him?
Yeah, definitely. He was brought in to get us over that line, that step forward, what Southgate get. And I don't think a lot of people realise he was going to sit back in there. Like I say, he knew what he did wrong. I think he'd give him one more chance. Like I say, he's got to win the Euros, and that's it. If you don't, then he's gone.
Alex, do you think the players? Obviously, it might be a different looking squad in a couple of years' time at the Euros. There might be a few players like he might take the ones that he left out if they have a good couple of years. So the squad might look a little bit different going into the Euros. But do you think some of the players there want him as manager? We saw like a little bit of a hit out from Bellingham. Whether that's just media play, I don't know. But do you think people are happy with him in the camp?
I don't see why not, especially the fact that he kept on choosing some of the players he should never have touched the World Cup. I think they'd be happy. I think there's a few things. I don't want Tuchel in charge. I think he's a waste of time. Fair enough, he did well at the World Cup. Maybe deserves a chance at the Euros, but I don't think it's going to be any different. I think it'll just be the same again. He's the same sort of manager, and he likes to play a three at the back system. If you score, just sit back, hold the lead. But I personally, I would prefer a different manager in charge. Someone like an Eddie Howe or something.
Okay.
Get an actual English manager in, personally.
What's that, Cam?
Obviously, I would prefer an English manager, but I don't think Eddie Howe or any English manager is probably good enough to get us over the line.
Yeah, I agree with you both. I
just think Tuchel did so many things that let him down. I think his whole selection taken to the World Cup, there's at least 6 players in that team you could have said, no, like, why take them?
Yeah.
The squad selection was pointless. It was awful. Even the rotation players for the injured players were pointless.
Mm-hmm. And then calling up, who was it that got called up? Chalobah?
Yeah, and he didn't play.
Yeah. Calling him up when you could have like called up someone else, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, I do think his squad selection was a bit. It was an iffy one, wasn't it? A bit.
It's awful.
Yeah.
Doing a quick like U-turn back to the World Cup. Then now we've just spoke about England. Do you think any players had? I mean, I didn't really watch much of the games, like I said. I only watched a few key games here and there. I'm more club over country anyway, so it weren't, I just weren't like I didn't have like the World Cup buzz. Like I just didn't.
I don't enjoy international football personally.
Yeah, I normally do. Don't get me wrong. Like I'm normally well up for the Euros and then the last World Cup. I was well up for it. I got proper into it, but like I just didn't feel it this year. So do you guys? Did you like see anyone play? Do you think anyone had like a breakout tournament? Like anyone catch your eye that maybe that you didn't really hear of before, or if you did know him, like they thought that like after watching them, do you think they're better than what you actually thought? Do you know what I mean?
Well, I think this is that obvious one, isn't he? That Boadi. Never heard him before. Well, I personally didn't, but it looks like he's going to get a big move this summer.
I think one of the surprising ones. I think Jed Spence had a really good. I think he had a good tournament.
He did, yeah.
I think out of all the players that I would have expected, I would never have said him, but I think he showed a lot of quality.
He was my player that I was going to mention if no one did mention him. I thought.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously the Argentina game, I thought he was really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
And then when he was brought off the bench in one of the games as well, he started on the bench and then he was brought on, made a little bit of an impact. He did. It is a weird one, isn't it? Like you don't expect to come out with Jed Spence, but no. To be fair to him, he did play quite well in the World Cup.
I think he answered a lot of questions because a lot of people said, "Oh, why are you bringing Jed Spence and everything?" Like, it was one that everyone's questioned about it.
Yeah, definitely. It was right to question it.
Yeah.
I think there's just a few players that had a good tournaments. I think they had a good tournament. Sorry. Who else was there? What about the Cape Verde keeper?
Yeah.
40 years old, breakout season.
Actually, he's been linked with a movie.
I'm
not gonna name like the team because obviously I don't know. I can't remember who the team was. But I've
seen him been linked to a few teams.
Yeah, I was scrolling Twitter and I did see that. Like, it might be like just fake news or something, but there was teams that were like, look. To be fair.
There's always a goalkeeper in every tournament, isn't there? There's always one what's starting. Remember that Mexican one, Choa?
Yeah, he was there at that World Cup as well, weren't he?
Yeah.
14 years old. Is he years old or is he like late 30s or something? I don't know.
Yeah,
he was there. His last tournament, wasn't it?
No, he's there. Yeah, I know he was there.
Well, the last tournament for quite a lot of people, weren't they?
Yeah. The big one, obviously, Messi. That was his last World Cup, weren't it?
It's supposed to be, but he hasn't announced it, has he?
Do you not think it will be?
You would have thought so. It'd be
Messi. What's everyone's opinion on Messi? The last game, the final, the whole Cucurella stuff.
Oh, I hated it.
Dave, it's a joke, man.
So what are you on about with the whole Cucurella?
Acting like a child. That Cucurella came up to him, started talking to him, but I covered his mouth for one bit, and straight away turns around. Ref, blah, blah, blah.
That was when Enzo
trying to get him sent off. Like,
yeah. He didn't really cover his mouth though, did he? He was like, I think he got a kiss to him,
he just like rubbed his lips or anything. Like, he didn't do nothing.
And then
I also think it's probably a part of, obviously that was straight when Enzo Fernandez was getting sent off.
It's poor from him though. It's poor. He ain't got no sportsmanship. He's got poor sportsmanship. It's awful.
But in terms of like his performance, like obviously he had some really good games. The final, you can't really comment on any Argentina players in the final because they just didn't want to play, did they? Like they had that game plan where they didn't want to get out of and play. They were trying to prolong it and just wait for that one moment. So
I think next World Cup you won't really see much of Argentina anyway, because you look at the squad.
Yeah, a bit old,
it's
an
aging squad. And a lot of their best players now are getting to the point of where they're like retirement from international football.
Where you said you don't enjoy it, Josh. Do you think it's because there's so many international games now? You don't, like you got your friendlies, your national leagues.
Oh, you mean like just outside of the World Cup, like everything else, all the break? Yeah, it's not that I don't enjoy it. It's not that I don't enjoy it because, like I said, when the last Euros were on, I was well into it, and then the last World Cup, Not the most recent one, but obviously the one before that. I was into that as well. I don't watch like any internationals though. You know, like when the season just starts and then we've played like 3 games and then we've got an international break.
It's boring.
Like, it just bores me. I just think it's so like oversaturated. I feel like they're trying to pump out as much football as they possibly can. Like when it comes to the international level, I don't think they need to. But yeah, no, it's just a personal preference. I've always been club over country anyway. I've always preferred watching club
Same.
football international. So
I
it's
can't
not that
stand
I'm doing
international.
it, mate. It's just that I didn't feel like the World Cup buzz this year.
I just
Like
think
maybe that
international's boring anyway.
in like the time difference was like massive. So like early on in the tournament, some of the kickoffs was like 1, 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Maybe that played a part. I don't really know, but yeah, I just didn't. I didn't really feel it, to be fair, this last couple of months.
They're on about
Yeah.
extended to 64 in the teams now, aren't they?
Yeah, I've seen them been talking.
But then again, that's just going to be a case. I think Alex mentioned it in the very first video we done. Obviously, we'll talk about that in a minute when we show our predictions. But I'm pretty sure you mentioned it, Alex, that when it gets to that World Cup, there's just going to be so many more games where teams like small nations that you've never heard of are going to be getting battered like 5, 6, 7-0.
Yeah, definitely.
Or just like nothing games, which then affects everything else going on in the rest of the tournament because of like goal difference and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like, do you know what I mean? So I don't know.
It's just more money for them again, isn't it? It's just all about
That's
money.
all it is. It's all it's about now, isn't it? It's just getting more people there, more money. The more nations they have, they think like the more obviously like followers they're gonna get an eyes on it and stuff like that. Yeah. Before we move on to the next one, obviously it was in America. It was very Americanized. I think we have to have a quick conversation about your thoughts on the whole halftime show and
Crap.
what happened before the game when they brought
Load of rubbish.
that top man out, whatever his name, he plays in Top Gun. What's his name? The actor,
Tom,
and he did like this speech.
Tom Cruise, yeah.
Yeah. So
Load of crap,
it was
man.
all very Americanized, wasn't it? What do you think?
Been it all. Never do it again.
I hope
It ain't American football. They did it at the Champions League, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a load of rubbish. Like it's just all money grabbing. What's the point? We're here to watch football, enjoy football. We're not here to sit and watch 45 minutes of football and then watch a 30-minute half-time show to then wait to watch another 45 minutes of football. We want to watch 45 minutes of football, have a 10-minute break, and then watch 45 minutes of football. I don't want to sit and watch a half-time show. It's a load of rubbish.
I was speaking to my brother about this as well. I don't think it's just the fans either. Surely as a player, when you're in that dressing room, you don't want to be waiting half an hour until you go back on the pitch.
Your muscles are going cold.
You must be tired.
Yeah. I was gonna ask you that because obviously it was said on commentary before the game, whether you're watching on BBC or ITV.
It was ITV work.
Yeah, it was said that, and I think Rooney mentioned it at halftime as well when it cut back to him, that it's going to affect the players because obviously you go through all this preparation and planning for the game and you do all your pre-match warm-up and stuff. Obviously, I've never played football at like the highest level, so it doesn't really it's never ever affected me. But like, yeah, you got to think like it does come and play a part, doesn't it? Like, you're planning and you're preparing to kick off at a certain time. You have like match routines. You're going through your routine warm-up. And then obviously it gets extended. It was like a 6 minutes late at kicking off or something because of the whole introduction to it. Yeah.
And
I just thought it was just stupid. I just wanted to get your thoughts on it with it. Obviously, like it was going to happen with it being over in America, though, weren't it? Like they do that in all sorts of sports, don't they? So.
And I think another point is like, as a manager, well, as a team, I might be wrong on this, but when you go in that dressing room and they do that team talk when they get into your players, normally 15 minutes is probably about enough where you've got your points across and your team's fired up. Then you want to go back out.
But then you got to prolong it.
Yeah, they're probably sitting there and like twiddling their thumbs for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So your motivation is just gone. It's a load of crap. I hope they don't do it again. But
no.
Spain and Portugal next World Cup, isn't it? Yeah, I don't think they will do it, but you never know with the FIFA. They're probably money grabbing, aren't they? So it wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah. Shall we have a look at some of the predictions we made if we've got that available?
Morocco, Portugal, and Spain.
Is that wait, okay. Oh, Morocco, that's it, not Colombia.
Yeah.
I was thinking Morocco, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, let's bring
Oh,
up
yeah.
some of the.
Why is it in three different countries?
Oh yeah.
Too many
That's
teams
happening.
now,
You're
innit?
gonna have
It's
to do.
because there's teams, they're spreading it around. They're all quite near each other, them countries. So
Yeah, but it's still a lot when you have to.
But I doubt that like a nation. I reckon all your teams will be not all your teams. All your games will be in that one country. I imagine.
All right, then there's our predictions on the screen. We'll start with the Golden Glove. Alex, you've gone for Marnan. I've gone for Pickford, and Josh has gone for Martinez.
Who actually won the Golden Glove? Do you know?
It's
that's
Spain won it.
Simeon, yeah.
Seven assists he got.
Very nice.
Yeah, 7 assists, 7 clean sheets.
Simon, nice.
That's
Simon.
mental. That
Yeah.
is actually mental. 7 clean sheets. I think
Yeah, I obviously went with. I went with Emily Martinez. I thought, what did I have for the World Cup final? Oh, I didn't even have Argentina in the final. I went with Martinez. Yeah, I just thought they'd be quite solid at the back, but I think that's why I went with them.
Yeah.
Elise for the golden boots a shout though, Alex. Isn't it?
It was, yeah, but I don't think he got near it.
No, it's just it was a bit of a.
Oh, flopped again.
And when we Kai Havertz for that.
Well, he was on 3. He did make a good start with 3, and then Germany just crumbled, didn't they?
Yeah, they didn't.
It finished 21st.
From some of the clips that I saw from Germany, I mean, like I said, I don't think they looked that great.
Clean sheets finished at Unai Simon. Camilo Vargas from was that Colombia? And then it was Mike Megan.
Yeah, they all got 4, didn't they?
Which was your shout, yeah, fair enough.
Mexico, Colombia, and France got 4 each.
Yeah.
I went with Mbappe and Kane to get the golden boot. Obviously,
cheating.
that's wrong because obviously it was just Mbappe.
Cheated.
Yeah, he cheated on that one.
No, that was like my road shout. If you remember, I said they'll
both joint, yeah.
But yeah, no, that didn't obviously happen, unfortunately.
You got Mbappe, so he's got it off, right?
Yeah, I got half a point.
An obvious choice.
At least there one. I put golden boot, but he did get the most assists, didn't he? Since
he got 7 assists, didn't he?
Yeah, he got 7 assists. It's like the most since some I don't know, a long time ago.
Okay, I didn't even know he got the most assists. To be fair enough.
He got 7.
Worst performing team, and you had England.
I had Spain.
Yeah, and they Cam had Spain for the worst performing team. They were probably the best performing team of the whole tournament.
Yeah. The reason I went for these.
That's worse than my England one.
Last World Cups in 2014, they got knocked out in the group stage. 18 last 16, and then 22 last 16. They have flopped in the previous one, so I thought, yeah, they'll probably do it again.
And they did drop points to Cape Verde.
Yeah, exactly. And then they just went on and
that Cape Verde performance was probably the thing that they needed to just push them on, probably.
I think, yeah, because it makes like don't take any game for granted, basically. So.
I think the worst performing team was Iraq, minus 11 goal difference and 1 goal.
I mean, that's got to be to be expected.
Yeah, so I think that they got the worst of average rating in a team as well.
I went with Jordan. Jordan have got to be down there, right, for one of the worst.
Jordan, they finished out of 48. They finished 43.
Yeah, so it's an alright shot. I think I said they weren't even going to score a goal when we did that prediction.
This is what makes me laugh, because I think we recorded this, then they was playing later on,
and they scored.
A goal.
Yeah. I do remember. Yeah, I remember my phone buzzing when you were sending the messages through. Obviously, we all had Buadi as the breakthrough player. I think the majority of people were going to say that because it was quite expected, weren't it?
Yeah, I think he did. He showed his ability, didn't he? He's got a lot of interest now. Obviously, Man City looking at him. A few other teams. I think there's a few players though. Obviously, I think that Kubarasi from Barcelona, the centre back for Spain, 18, 19 years of age. What a player! Had a fantastic tournament at that age. Played like a prime centre back, didn't he? Like he's in his prime years. Solid he was, winning everything, strong. I think even that Gilberto Mora for Mexico, 17-year-old,
Yeah.
managed to get 3 starts in the World Cup. Looks like a good player for the future.
Just looking on the right side of that screenshot there are dark horses. Obviously yours was Morocco. Me and Cam agreed on Sweden. Pretty sure we done that based off of. I mean, obviously it looked like they were going to have a good group stage. Obviously, they did look alright, but they didn't really do anything after that, did they, Cam?
No, and again, I think we got quite unlucky. They got with France, didn't they? I think if they didn't get France, they might have had a chance to get a bit further. But
Yeah. When you look at that Sweden squad as well, you kind of thought that like they could have maybe done something, but obviously
Yeah.
like when you run into France, there's not really too much you can do. Morocco, obviously, Alex's dark horse. I get that pick as well. I'm pretty sure
They got to
they
the
were
quarters,
close to
didn't they?
dark horses as well.
Got to the quarters, so they did well. Lost to France.
Yeah. And then we all predicted, well, not all predicted, but we all predicted the World Cup final. Alex, Brazil, Spain, France, Germany for Cam, France, Portugal for me. I thought Portugal didn't have a really good tournament, and they let me down there.
We thought so. I got half a point. I got Spain.
You did, yeah. You got the winners. No one actually guessed the winners though. No one had
No.
Spain to win it.
Brazil, France.
Well, it's not bad to look back on. Anything else you guys want to add on that?
No, I think back covered.
I'm never going to underline Spain again, and maybe not go for an England goalkeeper because we can't keep clean sheet to save our lives.
Yeah,
I know. Yeah, it's just a mental. It's just a mentality thing.
Not
Isn't it?
really got T-Rex arms.
We're just break. But just one last quick note. Any other players other than Buadi, because I know we've mentioned him, any other players that you think might have earned themselves like a good move after this World Cup? Did anyone stick out to you?
I think that
Obviously,
Patrick Berg for Norway
yeah,
played really well.
he's been linked. Yeah, I've
The
seen
show
that.
droppers up. Well, he played
I think
well.
he's already got a move. Is it Moroccan? I can't remember how to say his name. It's like Slave Libi.
Yeah, the Moroccan one gone to Bain, Annie, but he's got injured.
Yeah.
Annie.
Yeah, he looked decent when he played.
Yeah, because obviously we see it so many times where like the World Cup's that platform where players go and perform well and then get like a big move. So maybe one day we'll see that Buadi linked with a Premier League move and come and play in the Premier League maybe one day.
Yeah.
I think we might go City in the summer.
Looks
You
like
think?
it, don't it?
100 million euros apparently.
Rodri to Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. You all good with that? Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's it. We've covered
Right.
everything.
Cool. Yeah, I think we have as well. Yeah. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a like, comment, subscribe. Give us your thoughts on the World Cup. I, for one, am personally happy that it's over, and I can't wait for club football to begin again. But yeah, turn notifications on, and we'll see you in the next one.
Peace.
Thanks for listening to the 3 Up Top podcast. 3 Up Top. 3 Up Top. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and we'll see you next weekend.